Now at 6, the latest in a lawsuit filed by a former Timbers player accusing his doctor of medical malpractice, and the final decision now falls to the jury. A Portland teen's loved ones are looking for answers after he was found shot in the street.
All I know is he went out with some friends and it ended up in a shooting.
Plus, there's a free service that can help you protect your home from wildfires. We'll tell you if you qualify. This KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Thursday here. I'm China Green. We're going to head right over to Ashley Grams and Chris McGinnis in the Weather Center. We'll start off with weather with Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Off to, well, let's check it out. The bricks right now are starting to dry out just a little bit in downtown. This is a live look from our Pioneer Park building, looking down on Pioneer Courthouse Squares. 52 last check at PDX. Radar over the last 3 hours has actually shown a diminishing trend in the showers. In fact, the I-5 corridor at this moment from Vancouver south to Salem is mostly dry. Now, that won't be the case all day, but at least for now, dry. I wanted to point this out, too. You see a couple lightning strikes here off the Olympic Peninsula. Later today, there is at least the chance for some thunder in our forecast. So today we have a shower chance, temperatures hovering in the mid-50s, obviously a whole lot cooler than yesterday's 82. And then as we go into the afternoon, I think the showers become a little more numerous, a little more widespread. There is the outside chance of a rumble of thunder. And it'll be a little breezy as well with south winds on the order of 15 to 20. Ashley?
Man, saying goodbye to that sunshine. Things in terms of the freeway drive looking good this morning. Here's a look at North Portland. The map is green. This is I-5 at Victory Boulevard, not far from the Interstate Bridge, where commuters, they're starting to join that commute this morning. A look a little bit further south, I-5 at Wilsonville. Similar story there. Plenty of elbow room on the roads. Now, we've been talking about this all week. If you're driving to and from the coast, this is the bump on US 26. ODOT posting this photo yesterday. They are trying to repair this area where there's that uneven roadway. They're removing 100 yards of asphalt, though there are 2 lanes open during these repairs. China?
Ashley, thank you. Breaking overnight, Gresham police are still on the scene of a stabbing that left 1 person dead. This is a live look from Northeast Gleason, just off 202nd, where officers found the victim just after 12:30 this morning. There's no word on any arrests, but police say there is no danger to the public. Anyone with information should call Gresham Police. And Portland Fire put out an RV fire at Southeast 56th and Bush. The call came in just after 4:30 this morning. No word if anyone was inside at the time. We reached out to Portland Fire for more information. Jury deliberations are underway in the case of a former Timbers goalie who sued a team doctor for medical malpractice. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us from Providence Park with the latest. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, China. We got to go all the way back to 2018 when goalkeeper Jake Gleason first started to get some shin pain. He was told that he had stress fractures and that he was going to need to add metal plates to his shins. So a physician for the club did the surgery, but that's when something went awry. Gleason was never able to return to the pitch after that surgery. His attorneys say his right tibia became infected and needed additional surgeries. 7 years later, Gleason's attorneys call the pain that he's still feeling debilitating. The lawsuit alleges Dr. Richard Edelson, who's still with the Timbers, used an orthopedic plate from an outside facility and failed to properly sanitize it. Instead, the suit claims Edelson did what's called a flash sterilization, which they refer to in court as an immediate use steam sterilization, or something called IUSS. Gleason's attorneys say the goalkeeper was never told about that flash sterilization, though defense attorneys say that sterilization was safe and not the reason for these lingering problems.
And this young man's treating doctor, someone he trusted to keep him safe, then concealed from him what really happened.
The question is, does IUSS, 4 minutes of steam sterilization at 270 degrees Fahrenheit, sterilize an implant? And the answer is still yes.
And that's really the basis of this suit, and something that the jury is going to have to deliberate and come to their own conclusion. Was this sterilization safe or was it not? And that'll lead to whatever these damages outcome is. Now, Gleason is asking for $25 million, but again, China, it's now in the hands of the jury to deliberate a final verdict. China?
All right, Thomas, thank you. Over in Salem, police say this man right here sexually assaulted 3 minors, and investigators think there may be more victims. U.S. Marshals arrested 19-year-old Damian Ariano in California, and he is now in the Marion County Jail. Investigators say he sexually abused 3 girls, 2 12-year-olds and a 17-year-old. A grand jury indicted him last month on multiple felonies. A 16-year-old is fighting for his life after someone shot him in the head. Just before 3:30 a.m. last Sunday, police found Elliot Beck lying near a car close to Cathedral Park in St. John's. As of yesterday, he was still unconscious. A close family friend said doctors are working to wean him off a medically induced coma, and he'll need to undergo multiple brain surgeries.
Unbelievable, because he is someone who is just so together, and there's no guns in their family. They're not a family who would be involved in gun violence. So it's just like, how did this happen? So shock, awe, and just devastation.
Right now, it's not clear what led up to that shooting, and police haven't released any information about a suspect. Elliot's parents aren't working right now in order to be by his side. We have a link to their GoFundMe on KGW.com. If you are taking Amtrak over the next few days, it will likely be by bus instead of train. Amtrak says it discovered corrosion on several of its rail cars and decided to pull the cars from service until it can be fixed. Only one Amtrak Cascades train is currently running, making a single round trip from Seattle to Eugene and back. Until further notice, Amtrak has chartered buses as a substitute for most scheduled train service. Portland's new semi-pro soccer squad is looking for players. Open tryouts are this Saturday and Sunday from noon to 2:30. They'll cost you $50, and there's 100 spots available. The team's first home game is set for May 15th at the UO Portland Stadium. All right, your time now is 6:07. Headed over to Chris McGinnis for a look at weather.
Did you enjoy the record warmth the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Back-to-back days in the 80s and 82 degrees. The double asterisk here for PDX, representing the now warmest temperature ever in the month of March at Portland International Airport. Records there go back to 1941. So really impressive stuff. Vancouver also topping 80. Hillsborough, Salem, Eugene also hitting new record highs for yesterday at 77. That's gone. We're cooler today. Pioneer Park building looking down on the square. We're also starting to dry things out a little bit. It's 52 last check at PDX. Here's the temperature plan through the morning hours. We may dip a little bit actually between now and sunrise, which, by the way, is now in the 6 o'clock hour. Our sunrise this morning, our first earlier than 7 a.m. sunrise this year at 6:59. All right. In the 50s through midday and upper 50s to maybe just shy of 60. That's what I'm forecasting for high today. All right. We have generally some dry roads out there right now, but as we roll the clock on Futurecast, our modeling certainly shows with that low offshore, spiraling bands of showers will continue to work their way inland. So as I roll the clock on Futurecast into the afternoon, I expect the showers to become more widespread, more numerous, more frequent later today. There's also at least the chance that we hear a rumble of thunder later today. The wettest part of our forecast, though, likely late this afternoon through early tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind if you're out late tonight or early tomorrow. Highs, again, not going very far, about 59 or so for a high today, which is, believe it or not, average for this time of the year. The 80s, record warmth today, 50s. 47 tonight, 56 tomorrow with breezy, showery conditions again. And then I'm optimistic we'll see some sun breaks on Saturday and Sunday at this point. China, that looks like it starts dry. So if you've got some outdoor stuff you want to do and you want it to be dry, Sunday looks good. Rain returns Sunday evening. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris.